Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, with a new year, there's nothing that's slowed at all when it comes to the pace at which YieldMax continues to launch funds. We have yet another one out this week that's known as LFGY, or for short, LFG. Let's effing go, right? To quote Tom Brady's famous slogan. Okay, so let's review the dividends that we got this week. And by the way, LFGY is another weekly dividend to add to the list. So if you all notice here, starting on the 22nd, we've got LFGY in addition to YMAX and YMAG. That is going to be weekly. And then we have the rotation, the 4-week rotation of Group A, B, C, and D. We just got Group D in addition to YMAX and YMAG declared on the 15th with a payment date of today. Today's actually Friday, so that is encouraging. We're going to do the 10,000 foot level view tonight, and then we'll go into further detail tomorrow in the next few days. I'm going to be traveling today, so my video uploading schedule's kind of gotten a little sporadic again, unfortunately, but I'll try to work on that. I've got 2 of you on so far. Okay, so there is the dividend dates again. Now let's go look at, for starters, let's just go over a few things again here. So again, Group A, B, C, and D. Group D, this week we got MISTI, YQQQ, AMZ, APLI, AIYY, DISO, SQY, and SMCY. Those are the 8. We also have the growth funds that are on a completely different schedule as well, the target 12 dates. Those are still monthly. We've got January 7th with a payment date of last Friday, the 10th. February 4th is the next one with a pay date of February 6th. So those are there. And so now that we've covered that, let's go to YieldMax's X page. And let's review the most recent press release here. Okay, so the dividends were a little bit lower than what we expected this week, but not horrible. For MISTI, we came in at about $2.28 for YQQQ. We were at 39 cents. For AMZY, we were at 40 cents. For APLI, we were at 28 cents. For AIYY, we were at 38 cents. For DISO, we were at 28 cents. For SQY, we were at 63 cents. For SMCY, we did very well, actually $1.72. And then YMAG was pretty much right as I predicted at 5 cents because we seem to be on a strange 4-week cycle with YMAG where it's paying less on the 4th week. YMAX was 11 cents this week, so definitely less than we expected, but not horrible. So let's go over a few more quick things. And like I said, this is just going to be the 10,000 foot view of the dividends this week. And that's going to be that. Anybody happen to be knowledgeable about like remedies for different things? Like I'm starting to have heartburn here a lot lately. Anybody have a good remedy for that? Anybody that's in the medical profession by chance? Okay, so the YQQQ, that's the NASDAQ 100. That was declared. LFGY, like we say, let's effing go next week. We're going to get our dividend next week for that one. The next week's dividends, we're getting Tesla again, Crash, GUI, Ybit, OARK, XOMO, SNOY, TSMY, Feet, and 5E next week. So let's see what else we can get into, what other trouble we can get ourselves into here. Been struggling a bit with the trades lately. The market has not been too fun lately. Had to take some losses on YQQQ. What's funny is that some of you in the Discord absolutely just salivate over my mistakes, but for the 85% of the time that I win my trades, ironically, you all are quiet as a mouse. So go figure. But what I can do, since I'm transparent, I can go over a few trades I made and the rationale. So I had to close out, or shall we say, close the books on a couple of trades today that were going to expire worthless anyway tomorrow. One of them, I got like 32 cents back on the dollar. So this one was, so what I like to do, some of you believe never buy calls, and I understand the rationale behind that because you can pretty much lose everything. But I was expecting, with the inauguration of a new administration coming up, we have stability for at least for the next 2 years in terms of who controls things in the U.S. government. I thought the market was actually going to be running up. Um, just my hunch. I mean, it did, the last couple of times. So, but I was completely wrong, and the Nasdaq dropped. So I had to roll this one, and I salvaged 466 of it, and lost my ass on this one. So I'm sure those of you that love to salivate over my mistakes will roast me in the Discord for that. But also pay attention to the wins too, because there are a lot of them. As far as Misty, I closed that one last week for a loss. MSTU, it's just the thing with these can be easy wins when things move your way, but when they move against you, they can be easy losses, shall we say. MSTU, I closed this one for a gain. This NVDL one, so back when I bought this like 6 months ago, I thought Nvidia was gonna really soar. But Nvidia has actually become a great stock just to wheel because it fluctuates so much. In fact, it's been down a lot the last week or so. As far as the Roth, I had a recent win in MSTU, but my wins in the brokerage account my margin has been eaten into quite a bit. I'm still up for the month, 28.16. We're only, I feel like, halfway through the month, but my win ratio here is probably down to 65% now. We'll rebound though. If we go back last year, keep in mind, especially for the haters out there, let me show you my nice juicy win ratio. Oh, it was actually 76% here, but that's still the majority. You see total gains, total losses. A lot of you like to focus on this number here. At least I'm transparent enough to allow you all to do that. Not every YouTuber on here is, and I'm sure we know who they are. A lot of YouTubers like to just cover up their losses. A lot of YouTubers like to move accounts to different brokers to cover their losses. I'm fully transparent, but nonetheless, there are those of you out there that will focus solely on this, and they'll say, "Well, you're not perfect," but they won't focus on this or this, the fact that this was such a nice, net gain. Now, granted, I'm not as good as some of you out there, um, but I'm getting there. It's a community where we learn from each other. So, believe it or not, I will say this because I had a couple of you in Discord today asked me to explain what my rationale was for the wins, or I'm sorry, my rationale for the trades that I lose on. Believe it or not, the rationale for the trades that I win and the trades I lose are very much the same. It just so happens the ones I win tend to work, the ones I lose tend to not work. So as you all see last year, there were a lot of wins on this map here, especially towards the end of the year. So see all this green here? It just so happened the market was moving my way. Now there were a couple of losses here and there, like a couple of them I rolled. TQQQ, the biggest one I lose, I probably should maybe stop doing this, but at the same time I do win on this one. But I feel like for TQQQ, if I sort for this one, everything I won last year, I gave back. In fact, I need to just go ahead and try to sort that one because there are some trades I make that I make a great gain on with the TQQQ, but once that thing moves against me, it is no fun. There's my map. See how the trade volume increased towards the second half of the year? I got freed up at my work as far as being able to trade. I used to have to pre-clear everything. So you see there were a lot less trades, but you see some big wins here. This is the upside, by the way. This what we're looking at here, August 27th. This is the upside of buying calls. When they work out your way, it's unlimited upside. See, that's 751%. That's not a rate of return you see every day, right, folks? And I only held that one for probably less than a year. That's what they call a leap. Okay, let me see if I can actually sort. Okay, we're going to add up real quick here. We're going to do a workshop since some of you out there like to really focus on my failures. Look at NVIDIA though. NVIDIA, all green. As far as my wheeling on NVIDIA, not a single loss. What we're going to do real quick here though with TQQQ, we're going to look at, so see how often I traded TQQQ. Let me do this real quick. Okay, do this really quick here. Okay, so let's add up. I'm going to use the calculator on another screen here. So TQQQ, we had, and this should be all of our trades throughout the year on this one ETF. Wait a second, did I only have one loss? That's actually pretty good. Wow, I even shock myself sometimes. How about this? Watch this. This is better than I thought, folks. I thought I broke even. 276 plus 106.74 plus 673. That was barely a win. Plus 756.67 plus 906.69 plus 438.35, 236.71, plus 196.74. So what this means, folks, I made $2,925 on TQQQ, and then I lost a trade of 1,019.83. So I netted almost 2,000 on TQQQ trading. So that strategy is still working for me. So as they say, if it ain't broke, no need to fix it. So I, in this case, won't be fixing it. Made quite a bit on NVDL last year, and I continue to do the same things. So NVDL, we'll do this real quick. 2421. 0.56. Now, what I tend to do that I could get a little bit better about, I tend to buy them back real quick if there's like a day left and I've won 90% of the trade. I tend to just buy them back. 3706.63. Sometimes I buy them back if the market moves really well. So last year on NVDL, I made $8,500 on this one ETF. That's tremendous. And I credit some of you out there that sometimes act like haters. I credit you all, of course, for these trades. Oh, that's weird. It didn't sort properly because there's more TQQQ down here. Let's see real quick here. TQQQ. No, I'm still in the green actually, 146.71. So there was one more loss, two more wins, but overall, you got the gist of it. Anyway, folks, so that is about gonna do it. Heartborn. Oh, thank you. We do have a doctor in the house. That's so awesome. More raw fruits, vegetables. Don't eat late at night. Try a chiropractor. What does a chiropractor have to do with heartburn, by the way? I mean, health science is not my forte, but I didn't think a chiropractor would help. That cough, try a teaspoon of manuka. Oh, I've had that before. It's really expensive. Um, but yeah, health is everything, right? Some YouTubers are notably bad at math. Thanks for your transparency. I try to be transparent. Transparency opens you up to haters, but you got to love the ones that cherry pick your 15% losses when you have like 85% gains. You know, you have 85% of your trades you win, but they want to focus on that 15%. It's kind of like the media. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for your sage medical advice, by the way. I'll take everything else you said besides the chiropractor thing. I'll take that seriously. Chiropractor comment might just take that with a little bit of grain of salt. All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Good night. Bye.